This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a rollover crash on I-95 has brought traffic down to one lane in Etna.
Maine State Police report the crash involved multiple vehicles, including a commercial vehicle. It happened near mile marker 164 northbound around 3 p.m. this afternoon. That crash remains under investigation, and we will update you once we learn more.
The Maine Warden Service is seeking information regarding two illegally killed moose, one in Washington County and the other in Aroostook County. Maine Operation Game Thief is now offering a reward of $3,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for the killings. The Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says they received a report of a dead moose in Washington County in the town of Baileyville. They say an investigation showed the moose was shot from the Grand Falls Road on the morning of Friday, November 10th. Between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11:45 a.m. and was left to waste. Game wardens are also looking for information regarding a moose that was illegally killed on a logging road known as County Road 15 off of Route 11. Wardens have determined that this moose was shot during the night of Wednesday, November 8th or the early morning hours of Thursday, November 9th, and was also left to waste. Anyone with any information is encouraged to contact Operation Game Thief at 1-800-ALERT-US or through the website at www.maineogt.org. And again, there is a reward being offered.
A new report by a state watchdog agency finds the state made unsound safety decisions with the family of an infant killed in Brewer in the spring of 2021. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has more on what investigators say was a failure at multiple levels within the Office of Child and Family Services.
This case presents numerous examples in which there were errors on top of errors and an ongoing inability by the department to recognize the simple lack of protective capacity.
Peter Schleck is the director for the Maine Office of Program Evaluation and Government Accountability, a state watchdog agency that is conducting evaluations of DHHS case files regarding child deaths. According to Schleck, there were no interactions between Child Protective Services and the family of Jaden Harding during his short life, but there was a long history prior.
Jaden lived just 6 weeks, but Jaden had 3 half-siblings. And there is a history here that is in the report that goes back 10 years.
In those 10 years, Schleck says there were 2 instances in which protection workers made poor safety decisions with regards to Harding's 3 half-siblings.
Decisions about the prior 3 children are highly relevant to any future children born because it sets the stage for what is to come.
Jaden Harding's father, Ronald Harding, was convicted and sentenced for violently shaking Jaden on Memorial Day 2021, resulting in his death the next day. According to Schleck, Harding did not appear to be a threat to Jaden's safety.
Ronald Harding did not appear from our review to have presented earlier actionable safety threats to Jaden.
Schleck went on to say, had Jaden and the other children been removed from the home, he likely could have ended up in the custody of Ronald Harding, which might not have changed the ultimate outcome. We reached out to DHHS for comment about the testimony and received the following response, quote, "The department shares in the anger and deep sadness that families and communities feel upon the tragic death of a child. We continue to ask ourselves what more could be done to prevent such tragedies." To read the full report, you can visit our website. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, Maine DOT will be working to preserve the Machias Dyke Bridge after recent inspections showed soil deterioration and faulty culverts. Our Doug Banks has more.
The first step in a multi-year project will begin with a temporary maybe bridge.
Now this is the Sunrise Trail right across here. And then it runs this way all along the river to East Machias. So they will have to put something on these 2 lanes and something on the Sunrise Trail. And they'll just lay it right on top.
Maine DOT's original plan was to construct a free-flowing bridge, but later determined the best approach was to modernize the current structure. Down East Salmon Federation disagrees with that approach. and argues a free-flowing bridge would rejuvenate salt marsh in the Middle River, which in turn would help decrease road and trail washouts.
We worked hard on, some artistic renderings of showing what a bridge would look like. They decided to say, well, we're going to put in a temporary bridge for a number of years. I don't quite understand how they arrived at that conclusion.
However, the Maine Department of Transportation says they're trying to prevent flooding for residents who live along Middle River.
There's still a lot of work to do with the federal government, regulatory agencies, permitting, design. That process was urgent before this latest change. It's become more urgent now.
The construction of the temporary road and walkway will shut down the bridge for approximately a week. To stay informed about detours and new vendor setups, updates will be posted on the Town of Machias' website and social media accounts.
The longer term question is how long? How long is it going to be like this? We'll have to wait and see.
In Machias, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A group of students from the Bucksport Middle School spent their day holding fish instead of pencils. Our Grace Blanchard followed them along on a tour of an aquaculture research center that hopes to inspire more students to explore the field.
This is a very unique facility that doesn't exist anywhere else in the state on this scale.
Center for Cooperative Aquaculture Research in Franklin is a state-of-the-art recirculating aquaculture facility, which means aquatic organisms are all cared for on land.
In terms of New England, in terms of Maine, there's nothing else like this really that exists. So to be able to bring kids here is really unique.
The center works in partnership with the University of Maine Cooperative Extension to introduce the next generation to aquaculture opportunities in the state.
We can bring them here and really immerse them in it and see this is what you could do for a job in Maine.
Students at Bucksport Middle School got a full tour of the research facility, taking themselves out of the classroom and into the fish tanks.
They can expect to feed fish, so that's the most exciting part probably, is when the kids get their hands on, seeing fish, seeing them jump out of the tanks.
And the students would agree.
It's a cool transition from sitting in the class doing papers on it and then actually getting to see and touch the different creatures.
I think people should really get into this stuff because I think it's fun and I think a lot of people would enjoy it.
And these tours will soon be made available to students across the state, thanks to the use of virtual reality.
It's just a way to teach something about aquaculture that's really making a core memory for them. And so that's the heart of experiential learning.
Seeing the excitement on the kids' faces never gets old. It really makes this job worth doing and makes me excited to come to work every day.
In Franklin, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow.
That's definitely a great hands-on learning experience to be had there, that's for sure.
Yeah, just talk about an amazing field trip.
Yeah.
Those kids were definitely treated to a good one there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that hands-on experience and seeing something close up,
yeah,
that's memorable to a kid. That can kind of shape their vision.
Oh, it absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead, folks, peek outside and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather is brought to you by Winterport Sheds. Do you need extra storage, a place to live, camp on your lot, building for your pets? Check them out at Winterport or at the Bangor Mall, and of course at winterportsheds.com. All right, guys, hopefully you were nice and toasty earlier this morning because it was cold. Not quite record-breaking cold temperatures, but still really, really close near that. Our record low was 8 degrees. And our temperatures were at around 18, 19, 20 degrees. That's what we hit earlier this morning here in town. Same story, Millinocket area at 17. A little pocket of some warmer air. This might be slightly overdoing it. Temperatures at 31 in Greenville. They were closer to upper 20s, lower 30s, but still a lot more cloud cover up there. Of course, temperatures were a lot more cozier. We did rebound back into the 40s pretty much all over the state. Couple of 30s here and there, especially up north, but still slightly below average temperatures in the area, especially starting out the morning back in the teens. Wow, it was cold. Not like that tonight. We're actually going to stay close to that freezing mark overnight tonight and then into those morning hours. Beth and Peter?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, the sports arena has a new owner. We'll hear about his vision for the business.
And Food and Medicine in Brewer has raised more than $80,000 to make sure all Mainers can enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. We'll have those stories and much more coming right up.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Football fans, with the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can be in the game all the time. Seeking instant action? Quick Picks offers you the most popular games and markets, already built for you and ready to bet. Experience the thrill when you stack your bets to create a super parlay. Build bets for your favorite teams and players across multiple games. This season, don't just watch the game. Download Caesars Sportsbook and experience the game like never before.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Hello, fellow flyers. I'm the Savvy Traveler, here to share the secrets of convenience at Bangor International Airport. Parking, you're steps away from the terminal. Inside, even more conveniences. And friendly, efficient security. All of these make BGR the official airport of you. Remember, the Savvy Travel through Bangor International Airport. FlyBangor.com.
Maine QuitLink offers free help to stop smoking and vaping, including personalized quit plans and free patches, gum, and/or lozenges with every program. Get connected to a quit coach, trained to develop a plan that works for you. Learn how to curb cravings and overcome slips and relapses. It's free, it works, and people who enroll are 2 times more likely to successfully quit. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainequitlink.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
A hub for good times for all ages in the Bangor area will be seeing some upgrades. The sports arena has announced a new owner will be taking over the beloved hangout spot. Brent Atkins says he's excited to be taking over the Bangor staple, which features fun activities like the bowling alley, arcade, and mini golf. Atkins says he's also adding new entertainment like a golf simulator, a stage for live music, and much more that will be unveiled in the coming weeks. While they are making improvements to everything from aesthetics to the arrangement of the ticket prizes, he says his highest priority will be putting the interests of the Bangor area first.
It's something I'm proud of, and it's something that people come and enjoy, you know, especially now with things being tough. The economy is tough. You know, so when people make that decision to come out and spend time with their family, I want to make sure that if they choose us, they chose right.
Atkins says all gift cards and reservations made before January will still be honored. The new hours and website will also be up and ready by January. And stay tuned for now. You can visit thesportsarena.biz.
From Madawaska to Portland and Eastport to Berwick, more people across the state will have a Thanksgiving meal because of an effort organized by Food and Medicine in Brewer. Nearly $80,000 were raised to help purchase fresh produce from farmers and food producers. Today, organizations including the VZ School, youth groups, Boy Scouts, and unions gathered to put all that food into boxes.
This is our 21st year. It slowly has increased every year. There's far more need than what we can do.
Between 6 and 8 people. In total, 1,650 Thanksgiving baskets were put together. Unions, churches, and other agencies will distribute those boxes to Maine families experiencing hardship.
Well, this time of year, as we prepare for the holidays, hearing stories about people helping others in their communities never gets old, and Milo is no different. As they prepare for Thanksgiving, they want to make sure no one will go hungry. Our Matthew Juronsik has that story.
every November. The staff at Dyer's Hope House in Milo looks to make a difference for families who don't have the means to celebrate Thanksgiving, providing them with a holiday-themed box.
It means being able to provide for people who may not necessarily otherwise be able to provide this kind of meal for themselves. It enriches the giver as well as the recipient.
Families will receive a turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and potatoes. It'll also come with some vegetables and sweets to help make the box feel like a traditional Thanksgiving meal. Yet Cram says it's less about the food and more about putting smiles on families' faces.
Certainly a lot of gratitude involved with it. Again, these are people who may not necessarily otherwise be able to afford the materials necessary to celebrate Thanksgiving. They need it.
Cram says planning for the occasion happens as early as late August, and a need is more dire than past years.
Today we have about 122 families signed up right at this point. Demand really has increased, I think about 20% from last year. We had about 90.
Despite the increase, Cram is thankful for the local businesses who stepped up and channeled the true meaning of Thanksgiving.
I think what we have here in these very small communities that we serve is a lot of civic responsibility, civic duty, and they respond to that in that way.
The boxes will be distributed to families starting Monday. In Milo, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
You just hear so much about that feeling of almost a civic responsibility to help others here in the state of Maine. It's just something to be proud of, I think.
It really is, and you really hope that somehow everyone manages to get what they need to have some kind of a Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, coming up on ABC7 News at 6, an international board of judges has ruled that one Skowhegan cheese company's and their product will be third best in the world.
And in sports, Foxcroft Academy football is looking to win their third straight gold ball on Saturday. We'll have that story right after the break.
Do you want to improve or upgrade your home? Well, At Home Furniture, Appliance, and Bedding in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft has got you covered. We pride ourselves in the relationships we build with every customer, from commercial businesses to homeowners. We have some of the best prices on the best brands of appliances, furniture, and mattresses, and we even offer full kitchen and bath remodels with a designer and installers on staff. So stop in today and check us out at one of our locations and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
The clock is ticking on the Toyota year-end closeout. Right now, you could save with 3.99% financing on a Tacoma 4x4. Toyota, let's go places.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
I got hurt in a car accident, and the insurance company wants me to settle for way less than I deserve.
Fight fire with fire. Call the twos.
Lowry and Associates got me $150,000 for my car accident.
Now, with so much on the line, more Americans are turning to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight than any other newscast across all of television.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. For the third straight year, Foxcroft Academy football is gearing up for the Class D Gold Ball game. And if they can get past Wells, they'll be bringing it home for the third straight year too. Tyler Cruz has that story.
There are 3 things you can count on in November: cold overnights, Thanksgiving, and Foxcroft Academy playing for a gold ball.
It's a pretty special feeling to make a state championship, let alone 3 in a row.
In 2021, the Ponies were undefeated Class D champions. Last year, they rattled off a 1-loss season on their way to the title, and now they have the chance for their second perfect season in 3 years on Saturday.
It would be just a blessing. I mean, to be back in the game is a blessing in and of itself. We're so excited to compete on Saturday. To win a 3rd one would be remarkable for this group of kids and for our program.
For the Ponies, a lot of it starts off the field, not just with their work ethic and their team chemistry, but literally right off the sideline years ago and then into the feeder program.
When I was 4 years old, we were out on the sidelines just throwing those little plastic footballs around that had the Pony sign on them. So it's a football town, so everybody's coming on Friday nights to come support us. So we usually have to put on a good show.
We've all been playing together since 3rd grade, and just definitely goes to show what having a good youth program does. We've all been playing for so long, and the hard work that we've all put in just goes to show.
For this year's team, one with 14 seniors on the roster, their work towards the next state title begins right when school gets out. And to see the goals they set in June be in reach in November is pretty cool.
Our goal was to get back. I mean, there's no question with 14 returning seniors from last year's team. We had a goal that we wanted to get back to this game, and we're here.
I mean, our season started in June. We had 35 guys in June 14th working out. So that's where it starts for us, and that's why we are as good as we are.
So, if the Ponies can get past Wells on Saturday, bringing home that three-peat is something that would mean the world to everyone up and down the roster and throughout the community.
It'd just be awesome. It's a great thing to bring back to the town.
Oh, that would be awesome. My whole school year would be made. That would do it.
From Dover Foxcroft, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you very much for that, Tyler. Now let's go to some UMaine women's basketball news. The school announcing Wednesday some big signings. Black Bears adding 2 great players from Maine to next year's team. First is Central's Izzy Allen. The senior averaged 26 points a game last year and is a career 1,000-point scorer. Maine head coach Amy Vachon saying, quote, "She loves the game of basketball and the state of Maine. Izzy wants to get better every time she steps on the court and will give us a legit outside threat." Also signing is reigning Gatorade Player of the Year senior Maddie Fitzpatrick from Cheverus. Fitzpatrick averaged 17 points and 10 rebounds a game last year en route to the Class AA North Final. She also led the Stags to a state title in 2022. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, our Maine weather. Today's brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios at Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. All right, look at all this yellow, orange colors showing up on the radar. Warm air, of course, making its way up north. 60s in Wisconsin. Look at Chicago in the mid-60s. We weren't quite as lucky for now, but warm air will make its way to our state very, very soon. It's pretty much knocking on the door. Take a look at this. We started out the morning at 18, 19, 20 degrees. Really cold, but we did rebound into those mid-40s earlier today. Look what happens for tomorrow. 51. 56 for Friday. Much warmer temperatures will be back. Then back down into the 40s, some 30s, making a return by next week. So a push of warm air, not going to last long. We're talking tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, warm temperatures. Enjoy the outdoors, folks, because then colder temperatures are going to make a return starting Sunday and, of course, into next week. Wind speed-wise, though, at around 10 miles an hour here in town. Bar Harbor around 13. So a little pocket of some stronger winds. Of course, temperatures in the 40s, and it feels like we are back in the 30s. Now, other than that, not snowing, no rain in the region. I'm going to look down south, Atlanta, Georgia, into Florida, heavy rain once again. Fort Lauderdale has seen double the amount of rainfall they average on a yearly basis, and we're not even done with 2023 yet. So a very, very wet year for most of Florida, and that is nowhere near to be done. For our state, though, did see a couple of sprinkles here and there, mostly just a few passing clouds. Today, partly to mostly cloudy all over the state, so mainly staying dry with temperatures back in the 40s. It wasn't looking too bad. We're going to stay dry once again for tomorrow. Then it gets a little bit more interesting in the next few days. So for tomorrow, okay, we're going to be fine. Then Friday, more clouds start to move in. Friday night into Saturday, we're going to actually see some more rain moving back into the forecast. Of course, with much warmer temperatures and well above freezing temperatures, this is going to stay mostly an all rain event. Let's say 99% of this will be rain, maybe a couple of snowflakes mixing in on the back end by Friday morning into those afternoon hours especially. Rainfall wise though, maybe over an inch of rain here in Bar Harbor, but here in town, maybe around half an inch to an inch. Of course, the more south you go, the more rainfall you're going to get. Now for tonight, temperatures will be hovering close to that freezing mark. Let's say slightly below freezing in some spots, partly cloudy skies and a light breeze. For tomorrow though, much warmer. Look at this, 51 degrees, mostly sunny skies, so lots of sunshine and a light breeze once again. Our extended forecast outlook does show even nicer weather back in the forecast on Friday. We're looking at mid-50s, then rain back in the forecast Friday night into Saturday. And then by Sunday, we really start to cool off, especially into beginning of next week. Look at that, 30s start to make a return. Beth and Peter?
Alrighty, thank you so much, Conrad.
Yeah, the next few days are going to definitely feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's more to come after the break. Stay with us.
It's Renewal by Andersen's Black Friday event with unprecedented savings on custom-built replacement windows. Our exclusive Fibrex composite material windows won't warp or bow and never need painting, making them vastly superior to vinyl windows. They're custom-built in the USA, installed with precision and care, backed by the nation's best warranty, and now more affordable than ever. Call today. These massive Black Friday savings and special financing end soon. Don't miss out. Call and schedule your free design consultation today.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Maine. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Maine. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
The clock is ticking on the Toyota year-end closeout. Right now, you can get a 2024 RAV4 with $1,000 financing cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Days Jewelers in Bangor is hosting a one-of-a-kind experience. It's the Great Estate Buying Event presented by Jules Estate Buyers. Join us Tuesday through Friday, November 14th through the 17th. Like roadshows you've seen on TV, your item is evaluated, an offer is made, and you are paid a fair market price on the spot. Our experts are buying diamonds, jewelry, Rolex and other fine watches, gold and platinum, sterling silver tableware, coins, paintings, autographs, and photos. Bring anything of value. No appointments necessary. Don't miss the Great Estate Buying Event presented by Jules Estate Buyers. This week only. Days Jewelers, Bangor.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, all new tonight.
Here we go.
With big stars and big laughs.
With a celebrity twist.
The world's future relies on me winning today.
There's a lot of pressure here.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, all new tonight on ABC.
Welcome back, and finally tonight, this story may be a little cheesy, but bear with us and everything should be Gouda. An international board of judges has decided a local creamery's cheese is a cut above the rest. Crooked Face Creamery's Lemon Fennel Ricotta received a bronze medal at the 2023 World Cheese Awards for cow milk cheese, which is an exceptional feat for an American-made cheese. The creamery's owner, Amy Rowbottom, says she immediately knew her new herb infusion was special because it was love at first bite.
I remember making it that first day and taking a spoonful of it with the warm, fresh ricotta, with the fresh lemon zest and freshly cut up fennel, and it was just mind-blowing. So we're like, this is it.
Well, believe it or not, all of Rowbottom's ingredients are locally sourced, and she claims that is what makes her cheese so great. Rowbottom gives a lot of credit to the quality, to dairy supplier Springdale Farm.
Appreciative of every drop of milk that they make, and I know what it takes to go into that. So it feels really good. And it's sort of the backbone of my business. So without great milk, I can't make great cheese.
Gosh, and just hearing her describe that cheese just sounds
I'm grateful to her
good.
dairy supplier too, because we love great cheese.
Yeah, yes, we do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need to figure out where I can find some of that too.
Absolutely. Well, huge congratulations there. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks, from everybody here at ABC 7 News. Take care and have a great night.
Good night.